Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. But if you're new here, hello, howdy, welcome on in. So today I'm back with some more comedy. I think we all could use some laughter in our lives. I was reading this article where it says adults only laugh about 6 times a day compared to children, which is like, I think it was like 35 times a day. So this is your prescription for laughter. And if you like my channel, consider subscribing. And if you enjoy this video, subscribe, not subscribe, like this video. I'm getting all tongue-tied, but like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share the laughter with your friends. So let's go ahead and jump into it. This is Bill Burr. 5-year-olds have no excuse for being fat. Let's go.
How you doing? Was this too quick a transition? You know what I mean? Like 9, 10 black dudes in a row and then like the whitest man on the planet. Let your eyes adjust. I was watching George Bush today, man. I don't want to be a dick or anything, but could that guy like rehearse before he gives a speech? You know what I mean? Just say it like a couple of times. How awful was he during that hurricane? He just walking out, man. He's just like winging it. Walking out on the White House lawn, there's like sun in his eyes. He's just out there like, there was a hurricane.
That's Bush for you.
People are wet.
Bush, a lot of stuff was going on during his presidency, and a lot of people were like coming for him. But I think out of many of the presidents, George Bush has this sense of humor that I think most presidents did not have. And so him like coming up not being prepared, I think that's just who he was in general. I don't think he's like kind of guy, but he was taking a lot of slack. But tumultuous times. Tumultuous. I can't even say it right. Tumultuous times.
People don't like being wet unless they're swimming in a pool. He sounded like a little kid giving a book report who like didn't read the book. He's just up there making up shit like, there was a dog and he bit somebody and they didn't like it. Every night I gotta watch that idiot on the news, or they're doing stories about how fat kids are getting. You see that every night? Every night they're talking about kids are obese now. Not fat kids, not chubby, they're obese. Like bedridden. like just laying there like, I had my first heart attack when I was 4. I was riding on my big wheel, I couldn't feel my left side, I began to pass out my head. Yo, I don't want to be a dick, but how do you get that fat that quick? I can see you're 30, 40 years old. You went to McDonald's for 20 years. You got a little gut going. But you're 5 years old. There's no excuse for that shit. I'm telling you, man, that's the parents' fault.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stop feeding him. He doesn't have any money. You know, seriously. He can't go get a job so he can go buy more food. He's got to eat whatever you give him.
Exactly.
Just put a plate of seaweed right in front of him. Go ahead, eat it. I don't want to eat it. Good, go to bed. Those are your options. I own you until you're 18. Do some jumping jacks.
Play outside.
No, but these parents are ridiculous. They act like they have no control. They're like, well, I don't know what to do. I mean, I tried to make him eat a salad, but he didn't want to eat it. He was like, no, I want a cupcake. I said, you can't have it. But then he sat on my chest, and I couldn't breathe, and I just wanted to get up after a while.
And that's how
People,
they
you
get,
need tough love at that moment.
Listen, that's how they get on my 600-pound life. I was watching clips of the show, and just the eating habits are so bad. And it has to start when they are very young. It is so crazy and very sad.
If your kid is obese and he's still asking for cake, you got to be like, If your kid is obese and he's still asking for cake, you got to be like, no, you little shit. You're eating carrots and celery until I can pick you up again. This is
but
ridiculous.
The parents probably eating like that,
You got a goddamn hernia on your birthday. I know that seems harsh to be making fun of obese kids. I'll tell you why I'm doing it. They don't really exist. At least to the level that they're saying. They're saying it's an epidemic. You know, which means when I leave the theater tonight, I should have, like, difficulty getting to my car because of all these fat fucking kids out there, like, Jesus Christ, they're everywhere. They're like locusts.
Oh, that was good. I wanted to see more of this, but this, I don't even know when this was, but this had to be like the late 90s, early 2000s. And I'm sure the epidemic has gotten worse. Americans are not just fat. I think they consider us like an obese nation. And it's really because of the stuff they're putting in the foods. T was telling me how they're genetically modifying the foods to get around the weight loss drugs Ozempic, because a lot of people are not eating as much as they used to, and they're not eating as much junk, and they're saying it's because of Ozempic. It could be because of the grocery prices, but they're saying they're making the foods more addictive, more sugary, and honestly that should be illegal. So the parents are to blame, but also the corporations making this food is to blame as well. But this was funny, very funny. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know what you would like me to react to next. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so I can see you next time. Ta-ta.